Hello, everybody, and welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida, Week 18, and everything on the line here in the Sunshine State. The AFC East title up in the air. Buffalo coming to town, looking for the season sweep of the Miami Dolphins as the Finns try to defend home turf, as they have done so well much of the season. Tua Tagovailoa ready to host Josh Allen. Lots of offensive power is expected in this one. And of course, the final game of the regular season. And what a season it has been so far. One more week of action before we head to the postseason. Everybody's favorite time of the year. And it'll be the favorite time of the year for that man right there, Mike McDaniel. Looking to lead the Miami Dolphins to a playoff run. They've secured a playoff spot. The Buffalo Bills have not. They can win and get the 2-seed, or they can lose and end up missing the playoffs altogether. It is all part of a crazy Week 18 of the AFC, and this will wrap everything up. So, with that being said, Miami will kick off to Buffalo to get us started. We'll be underway soon. What's good, Eggs Off? Skull Vikings fan and Sports Prod. Good to have you guys here. Reminds me a lot of Wyatt's World there, Vikings fan. Pretty sure he's a fan of both teams, which is interesting to me. Dolphins and Eagles might choke the East. I'm not going to lie. Miami had a tough schedule. Philadelphia has no excuse. Sanders is on for the kickoff. We're underway. Buffalo starting out with the football. Looking for a kick return touchdown. They had one against them last week, and once again, their special teams letting them down on the opening play, getting out to just the 22. Out comes Josh Allen. He's had a rocky season. Thrown, I believe, 14 interceptions, if not more, at this point. It has been a rough start to the season. Luckily for Buffalo, they're starting to get healthy at the right time, and they're hitting their stride late with big wins. One of the longest remaining streaks in the league is James Cook up the middle, tackled by Zach Sealer. He's been one of the better edge rushers the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Looking to continue that into the new year. Chiefs third Patrick Mahomes, too many INT, yeah. Kansas City is the 3-seed. It is interesting how the playoff picture's working out as Cook gets a stretch to the right side. He's got a first down, and it looks like, and yes, they're going to give it to him. We have the 1, 3, and 5 seed all locked up in the AFC. But the 4 seed will be an AFC South team. It's going to be quite the battle there. 2 seed will be either Buffalo or Miami. So this game is huge. Allen to the gun on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 4-man rush down the middle. Way too much for Stephon Diggs. What's good, Bolt? What's good, Scribble? How many good quarterbacks we have this year? Not going to lie, it's a very weak year for quarterbacks in general. I mean, I don't know. Lamar's MVP race is, it's not a bad MVP, but, man, we've seen stronger. 2nd and 10, Allen back to pass again down the right side. This time he's got Gabe Davis. The yards after catch merchant. He is the deep ball wide receiver on this Bill squad. Gain of 17. Chiefs Ravens championship game, calling it? Nah. Browns are most definitely going to the AFC championship and playing Baltimore. Yeah, there have been a ton of injuries. It has been the year of the backup. That is one thing for certain. Bills looking to get into Dolphin territory. Hand off to Cook on the right side. Davis threw a block. Wasn't enough. Cook will pick up 7. Yeah, I'm hoping that the Texans make the playoffs as well. That would be a cool thing to see. I would not mind that. I'm hoping Buffalo beats the Finns tonight. Hoping Jacksonville beats the Titans so the Browns can take on the Jaguars in the first round. Allen with a pump fake now down the middle, and he's got another first down, and again at 20 yards to James Cook. His first reception is enough to get deep into Miami territory. Well, Miami had a big win over Dallas, but man, did they fall flat on their face against the Baltimore Ravens. The best team in football right now, by far. Heavy favorites to make the Super Bowl and win it as well. Allen up the play action here. Good protection. Left side he goes to the end zone is Gabe Davis. And the Bills open up with a touchdown on their first drive. Buffalo's offense has been pretty good at times. Really, it's been their defense that has been impressing most down the stretch here. Only giving up 10 points against Dallas in that win. Cowboys end up losing to both these teams on the road. Extra point up and good. Buffalo leads 7-0 early. Call me biased, but I think Dak Prescott deserves MVP or at least CMC because Lamar's stats aren't it. Well, I don't disagree that Lamar's stats aren't it. My problem with the MVP this season is it seems that it's just a head-to-head trophy. You know, like Dak had it and then lost to the Eagles, and all of a sudden, you know, Jalen Hurts was the front runner. And then the Eagles lost to the 49ers, then Brock Purdy was the front runner. Now San Francisco loses to Baltimore, now Lamar's the front runner. Like, I don't understand how this is working like that this season. I don't love it, personally, but that's just me. Minshew deserves to be in the playoffs. I mean, they have looked nice. Shane Steichen and DeMeco Ryans are definitely coach of the candidates, but I think Stefanski will win it. Return here taken by Miami. Across the 25 to the 26. Tagovailoa starts there. Miami has been that team that has only won a single game over a team with a winning record. Meanwhile, Buffalo's been taking down juggernauts, but losing to teams that are really not all that. I wish Tyreek would win MVP, but I feel like he missed a game or two too many to be considered at this point. Tua from under center with the handoff to the left side. Raheem Mostert loses 3 yards. And the rush attack of Miami, one of the best in the NFL, Leonard Floyd, shuts that down. Yeah, I don't understand why quarterback has to be the most valuable. Because to me, what would San Francisco be without McCaffrey? What would the Dolphins be without Tyreek? I just don't see it. Tua on second and long, down the middle, goes to Jalen Waddle. With a gain at 10, sets up third and manageable. They don't want TJ getting another decoy. Yeah, I mean, he's got the stats for it for sure. I'm not exactly 100% sure why Myles Garrett's the front runner by that much, but I'm not complaining. Stefanski will get Coach of the Year. I think Flacco will get Comeback Player of the Year as well. So, a whole lot of awards on the Browns this season. You'd love to see it. 3rd and 3, handoff up the middle, got the first down and more. And it looks like that is A-Chain, the rookie, with a gain of 13. But yeah, the Pro Bowl is also very stupid. I don't understand why Justin Tucker is making it over Dustin Hopkins. That was the biggest snub of the entire thing. I am not very happy about it, but whatever. I'll get over it. First down at 10 from the 46. Dolphins looking to match the opening drive of Buffalo with a touchdown of their own. Mostert finds a hole and crosses midfield with a gain of 5. Boswell over to Tuck. Boswell's been good too. I think Boswell and Hopkins both have been excellent this season. I think D-Hop has just had more clutch kicks. Not to blame Boswell, but Hopkins has just had ice water in his veins in those situations. Dolphins keeping it on the ground, and it's working. Stiff arm from Mostert. He's going to fight for the yards after contact and pick up another Miami first down. What's up, B-Boy? Is your Super Bowl going to be the day of the NFL Super Bowl? No, actually. It's going to be on the 1st of February for the stream. I think that's a Thursday. And the highlights of the game are going to be out on the 4th. That is a week before. I'll explain more as we approach the end of the first quarter here in a moment. Full receiver look, but A-Chain gets the carry. Downfield blocking, lowers his shoulder, stays on his feet, and picks up another 12 yards. Which will take us to about the end of the first quarter. But for those of you in stream that have not seen the post in either the Discord or the community tab, I do have a schedule of all my postseason streams for there. So as the rounds move on, the time will increase for quarter length as Tua deep down the right sideline. A little toe drag there from Jalen Waddle. Makes it 1st and goal from the 7. And that will take us to the second quarter. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl in the NFL? I don't want to predict anything right now because, quite honestly, as a Browns fan, I've never had this much hype. I must say, I am quite excited. Never quite had an opportunity like this one. And a lot of people have us ranked top 3, top 5 in power rankings. It is looking very promising right now. First and goal, first play of the second quarter. Tua from the 7. Fires towards the end zone. It's dropped by Tyreek. Hill's first target. Charged loose by Teron Johnson. No, comeback player of the year, there's a lot of candidates. Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow. I mean, any quarterback you could think of. And obviously Trayvon Diggs could be a candidate. I don't know. Defensive player winning comeback player of the year is not going to be too easy. Mostert still on his feet down to the 2-yard line. These Dolphins running backs really just have an edge to them that fights for every yard, like Najee and Jalen Warren. They have been quite the duo to watch this season. I'm not even going to lie. Steelers are 5-1 in the AFC North. Not yet. 4-1. Could be 5-1 with a win today. They take on Baltimore here in about just under 4 hours. Tua with an empty backfield. Left side running the football. My goodness. That was a rough tackle for Tua to take. I think he tried to slide. Yeah, he did. That's why they blew the whistle. I'll take a look at this replay. You can see he attempted to slide, and actually I think he was trying to cut. Officials called him down. But, man, it could have been a late hit. Bills defense makes a stand. Assuming they will kick, and they will. Dolphins drive will stall just short. So 21-yarder from the left hash for Jason Sanders is up and good. Yeah, Philadelphia might be a first-round exit. I'm not even going to lie. They might end up losing to Tampa. All jokes aside. And also, I think the AFC right now, you know what? Man, I'm going to be bold enough to do this. This is my prediction for the AFC and NFC title games. I'm going to go Ravens-Browns for the AFC. For the NFC, I'm going Cowboys-Rams. What's good, Chiefs prods? Kickoff for Sanders. 4-point game now as Buffalo gets the ball back with a chance to add to their lead. Return is taken from the goal line out to the left side. Good return at the 26. You guys can call me crazy, but the Rams are one of the hottest teams in the NFL. They have won 6 of their last 7. Their only loss was in Baltimore. They forced overtime. They have been a nice team. Rams and Browns not making it. I mean, that's fair. I just think that whoever the 6th seed is going to beat Kansas City, whether it's Miami or Buffalo. I just think it's all going to pan out to have a Browns-Ravens AFC title game. Handoff here up the middle to James Cook. Picks up a yard. 4th time you've changed your name. Nice. I also don't love the Cowboys. I don't either. But I just think San Francisco and LA are going to end up playing in the divisional round. And then it's going to be Dallas and Tampa in the divisional as well. So I just think that's the way the bracket's going to play out. Allen on 2nd and 9. A right side. Rifles that one too quickly, as that one ends up incomplete. I mean, you can look at records all you want, but you just have to understand that come postseason, what matters most is, I guess, the winning streak your team is on, how well they played in the last 5, 6, 7 weeks. Beginning of the season doesn't mean much. I mean, if the Broncos were a lock in the playoffs right now, I'd probably take them to go to the AFC chip, but they fell off. Right side pass, that jump is incomplete. Gabe Davis went up high for it. Couldn't come down with a pass. Off of his fingertips, incomplete. Like, that's why I think Kansas City is a first-round exit. Personally. Same with Jacksonville. They've fallen off. I just don't see them winning games, personally. Buffalo goes 3 and out. Decent punt to the 25-yard line with a 9-yard return up to the 33 from Berrios. I mean, I don't know. The Chiefs' offense in general has just fallen off. It's not really Mahomes' fault. It's his receivers. They can catch the football. They could probably do well in the postseason. I just don't know if that's going to happen. So we'll have to see. 4 minutes to go in the opening half. See if the Dolphins take their first lead. Mostert cuts up the middle. Almost had something going there. Picks up 6. It's good, Big Bean. Welcome back to you as well. I think the Chiefs will put the Dolphins in the wild card. Still think the Chiefs win. Fair enough. I mean, they beat them in Germany. That was an interesting game. Tale of 2 halves. On the other side of the Atlantic. Tua under center on 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff. Bootleg, left side, throwing deep down the field. Finds Jalen Waddle. His 3rd catch today. 53 total yards for him. I like the defense, though. That is true. They have stepped up in that department. They wash their hands with butter. Yeah, that's probably the best analogy I've heard for that. Halfway through this 2nd quarter. 5 wide for Miami. Pump fake. Pressure coming down the middle. Durham Smythe has his 1st catch to the tight end with a big-time gain of 20. And the Dolphins are threatening once again. Texans are making the playoffs, I agree. I'm excited to see Houston back in the big dance. If Stroud stayed healthy the whole season, I think they'd be in already. I think they'd have won the division. But it is what it is. Tagovailoa. Handoff. Mostert. Nowhere to run. And he actually gets hurt on the play. That was an awkward-looking tackle. Kind of interested to see what Mostert hurt. And we're really not going to get much of a good angle to see what he did there. But we will come back to it. So it's going to be Achane getting most of the carries from now on. Yeah, Texans-Colts today is for the right to go to the postseason. Winners in, losers out. Winner could still win the division with a Titans win on Sunday. 2nd and 10. See if Tyreek Hill can get into the end zone here. Tua was looking that way. Now he's going to check it down to Berrios, who is hit hard. Somehow hangs on to the football. And will pick up 9. Depending on what the Vikings-Lions game has today. Vikings-Lions win. If Vikings-Lions are locked 3, Rams... Wow, I'm having a stroke reading that. I do get what you're saying, though. Playoff seeding is on the line for sure. With the 2-minute warning. 3rd down in the yard from the 13. Tua to the middle of the field, off the helmet, and it's caught on the redirect for the 1st down. Braxton Berrios kept his eye on the ball, and he picks up 2. Never seen a catch like that before. And Madden, that is. That's something. Nah, most valuable seller's got to be Kadarius Toney. Never seen one wide receiver ruin a game so badly for a team. Dolphins get a lucky bounce. 2 off the play action to the end zone. It's low and incomplete. A lot of contact, but Tyreek Hill couldn't break back to it. Rasul Douglas, the former Packer, on the defensive end. Let me see what I predicted for this game, for the game tonight. I have the Texans 22, Colts 21. 2nd and 10 from the 11. 2-0 from under center. Rolling, hit, and sacked. Greg Rousseau gets to the backfield, a loss of 6. Yeah, everyone was talking about it. That's funny with Washington, man. The Commanders, I really do feel bad for their fans. They used to have terrible management, and even when they finally escaped that, or terrible ownership, that is, and they finally escaped that, and their team just still awful. 3rd and 16. Tua stepping up in the pocket, rolling left, looking, scanning, throwing away. Didn't see anything he liked. Miami will kick 3. Yeah, the Bengals O-line is also miserable. I didn't get to watch much of the 4 o'clock games on Sunday. I was on vacation, so did what I could. Yo, what's good, Pickle Prides? What's good, Brendan Marks? Everybody coming back here as Sanders' 33-yarder is up and good. Deficit down to a point. Miami starts the 2nd half with the football as well. Texans Bills wildcard rematch, book it. Man, that was what, 2019? Quite the game that was, too. Deshaun Watson put the team on his back in overtime. What's good, the Red Foe? Wow, we got everybody coming back here. Let's go. That was hilarious, though. Yeah, Sam Howell was balling the first 10 weeks, and everyone's like, Washington's got a franchise QB, and here we are in Week 18, and they're like, which quarterback we drafted? Who's it going to? Sanders on for the kickoff. Return taken from the end zone. Buffalo looking to add to their lead here right before the break. They get out to the 25. Yeah, 0-16 to 11-5. Well, we were 11-5 in 2022, so nothing too crazy there. But yeah, who would have thought Joe Flacco would be leading the Browns to a playoff push? What a guy. What a guy. But, yeah, Chad, what do we think the Bears are doing with that #1 overall pick? Are they drafted a receiver? Are they drafted a quarterback and trading Fields? What is the play in Chicago? Faking the draw, Josh Allen. Deep down the middle of the field, it's caught by Diggs, and Buffalo now is going to decide to take timeouts and look for a field goal. Trading it. Kenny Pickett's a dog, man. I see a lot of Steelers fans that highly, highly disagree. What do the Pittsburgh Steelers do from here, too, Chat? I mean, do they keep trying to develop Kenny, or do they stick with Mason? Do they ride the hot hand? What happens? 1st and 10. Diggs in press coverage with Ramsey on him. Good matchup there. It'll be a check down to the middle. Caught for a gain of 8 yards. Timeout Buffalo. 14 seconds left. Bo Nix to Washington. Eagles need a new defensive coordinator. Or maybe, hear me out, don't put Matt Patricia as your defensive play caller. Stafford Hurd, headed back to Detroit. Yeah, that's going to be one heck of a playoff game. 2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line. Allen, right side, quick pass, caught. And unable to get out of bounds is Hardy. So this will be a 60 to a 61-yarder for Tyler Bass with 10 seconds left. Should keep Sam Howell, because if we draft Jaden Daniels, he's going to do the same thing. That's true. Yeah, you kind of got to build your pieces around somebody else first. It's just the way it works. Bills are going to try another play here. I'd be interested to see what they do. Hopefully they don't run the ball and ruin it. They won't. Allen looking to pass. Little lofted pass to the right side. He's got him in out there, and Gabe Davis with the touchdown. Catching the Dolphins secondary sleeping. What a throw from Josh Allen. Certainly didn't expect that one to work. I thought for sure he was just lobbing it up there to take the clock down to about 3 seconds, but sure enough, Gabe Davis gets behind the secondary. And Buffalo back up a touchdown. If Pickett's hands can grow, he'll be a solid quarterback, right? What do you even do for that? I mean, how do you just grow a guy's hands out of nowhere? That's rough, though. Yeah, there's a lot of teams with many, many, many question marks on what they're going to do with the upcoming draft. I think Carolina is in the absolute mud right now. I mean, sure, they're going to try to build around Bryce Young, but even so, no first-round pick, even with the worst record in the NFL. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe just not something for me to understand. Best on for the kickoff. Return will be taken up to the 20. Carolina needs new ownership, yeah. I mean, their owner is just a big baby, so it seems. Knee is taken. We're at halftime. Bills 14, Dolphins 6. Finns will get the ball to begin the second half. Vikings re-sign Kirk Cousins, draft QB like Michael Penix Jr. He can in for an arm. Michael Penix Jr., chat, I have been a fan of him since his Indiana days. That game he had against Penn State solidified his legacy for me. I knew he was going to be an absolute dog. Super underrated, even still. I mean, his ability to throw the football deep down the field. It's impressive. I love it. It reminds me of a young Michael Vick. But, I don't know if the Vikings need to draft a quarterback. The fact they could even still make the playoffs is absolutely bizarre to me. How are they not eliminated yet? That is, mathematically, that is insane to me. But it's just the way the dominoes fall in the NFL. Bass on for the kickoff. Dolphins will take an E. Start this drive from the 25. Same age as Trey Lance. I think he's probably older than Lamar. Wouldn't surprise me. Speaking of which, Lamar Jackson going to be the youngest player to ever win 2 MVPs. That is unbelievable. He has really transformed the idea of what a quarterback is. Can't believe he was picked, what, 32nd overall or 33rd? I don't remember what he was picked exactly. Very, very late in the draft, that is for sure. But what a steal for Baltimore. Dolphins really would love to not choke the AFC East, or Frank the Tank will have a fit. Jet sweep here to Waddle on the left side. Picks up 9. Just by a show of hands, chat, how many people know who Frank the Tank is? Barstool? I'm curious. Big Mets, Devils, and Dolphins fan. Interesting how those teams go together, but I guess they do somehow, some way. Second and a yard. 4-man rush. Right side pass caught by Smythe. First down, Miami. Huh. Well, for those of you that don't, basically he's just a super fan of like all these teams. And he posts dramatic meltdowns every time they lose, especially the Mets. That man, he's got some crazy reactions. First and 10, Tua, right side, slinging it to Waddle again, his favorite receiver today. A lot of attention on Tyreek Hill, so got to find a way to get it to other receivers. Waddle's got 4 receptions. Tyrod better than Daniel Jones. Tyrod Taylor's been slinging that football recently. He looked really, really good last week. It's a shame his kicker just couldn't help him. Play action here for Miami. Tua, down the middle of the field. It's up in the air and incomplete. Good play there by White. Second and 10 coming up. Giants can't find a quarterback. Giants can't find a lot of things right now. Anybody else expect them to have a bad season this year? I mean, last year they looked good, sure, but I didn't think they would repeat with a good season this year. To a right side, caught by Smythe. To midfield, he gains about half a yard. Actually, he's going to lose half a yard. Got a Giants upset tomorrow. I wouldn't put it past them. What's going on in New York with like the Giants in them? Yeah. And the Jets. Man, they are just some cursed franchises right now. That is rough. 3rd and 11 from the 50. Play action. Tua, good protection. Deep left side. Almost intercepted. Waddle almost had it off the deflection as well. Good play there by Dante Jackson. What's good? Yes, I agree. Welcome back. Been a long time. Not sure if you remember me. Sorry I haven't been on the streams last couple months. I've been concentrating on school, but I got all work done, so I hopped on. Good to see you back. I haven't really streamed much either. So you're all good, my friend. Punt here for Miami. And this is a terrible punt. Shank out of bounds. Only going to go 24 yards total. Here's Gabe Davis' stats for today. Like I said, he's a deep ball merchant. For fantasy owners this season, you know he either goes for 30 points or 3. There is no in between. I feel like I'd bench him every week. He would do terrible, and vice versa. But he's got the only 2 touchdowns so far today. What's good, Wade Minjay? Very excited for this game as well. Should be a fun one. Looks like I put it in real life. Yes, he's terrible. Rough. Well, Josh Allen in his X factor after that last touchdown pass of the second quarter. 4 minutes left in the third. Diggs in motion at the top of your screen. Allen down the middle. Check down to Stephon Diggs. Gain of 4. Oh, yeah. Michael Penix Jr., baby. Love to see it. But no, that game against Penn State he had with Indiana, if you guys haven't seen that crazy, I think it was double overtime win that they had, you got to go back and watch it. I watched that live, and it was absolute chaos. It was a crazy, crazy game. 2nd and 6, Allen. Pressure coming. Left side, he is unfazed, and Diggs hangs on through the contact. Big reception. First down, Bills. Thought the Commanders were going to be mid. I thought they'd be a little bit better. You guys can go back and look at my shorts, too. I told you. Preseason, my sleeper teams were Tampa Bay and Los Angeles. And both teams right now look like they're both going to be in the playoffs, so I called it. Allen is going to get destroyed by Cater Kohu off the play action. I don't think James Cook picked up the block he was supposed to. Miami sends a heavy blitz, and it pays off, loss of 6. Sounds good, Brendan. Have a good meal, boss. 2nd and 16. Allen under center once again. Quick pass. Caught. Knox with a gain of 5. Him and Kincaid have been splitting reps a lot this season. Last season they were pretty good. Yeah, they fell off at the end of the year. I think they were 7-7-1 heading into week 17, and then the train fell off the tracks. 3rd and 11, 2 to go in the third. Allen, pressure coming, barely gets it away. Was supposed to be a screen, but Kader Kohu again forces an awful play on the part of the Bills. Yeah, week 17 against the Browns, that was rough for the Washington side. Better than the Atlanta Hawks. It doesn't get more mid than that. Gill's on for the punt. This is a booming one. Fair caught at the 11. Call at the 12-yard line. Beautiful kick there. Still a one-possession game. Miami's got to get in the end zone, though, which they have failed to do so all week. Who'd you guys play week 15? Was that the tie against the Giants that year? I honestly don't remember. Truthfully. 1st and 10 from the 12. Can Miami get in the end zone? That is the question. Handoff up the middle, and Mostert, who was back from injury, goes nowhere. One Commanders fan of the chat said that he had tickets to the Bills game. Sad, yeah. Most definitely. I think Browns Super Bowl with the Lions. I'd love to see that. I think the world would love to see that. Was a loss against the Giants? Oh, I remember what you're. Yeah. Came down to like the play in the end zone or whatever. There was a lot of contact. They didn't call it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was the other way around. 2nd and 10. Tua. Good protection. Deep left side. Finally, Tyreek Hill has his first catch. And a gain at 22. Yeah, the whole season against the Giants that year was rough. Well, Miami finally going to the I formation. Haven't seen them in this lineup yet. And they're going to go play action here. Down the middle. Caught by a Waddle. Picks up 7. Terry just throw a punch. Wouldn't surprise me. Last number I said Calvert was better than Amari Cooper. No, Amari Cooper's been balling this year. I can't even blame you. I didn't even expect this kind of a season, especially with what will now be his 5th starting quarterback of the season. Well, I guess he's not playing this week, but Browns are starting quarterback number 5 on the year. Tua from under center, down the middle, incomplete, one to Tyreek. Yeah, the reps have been atrocious this year. I mean, they have helped the Browns a lot, too. I'm not going to lie. Back-to-back weeks against the Niners and the Colts, but even still, they have not been good. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Tua's going to flip the play. He likes it better on the left side. Play action. Pivot. Throw. Right side down the field. Tyreek with a breakaway inside the 20. Finally, he gets free. And the Dolphins are set up inside the 15 as we head to the fourth quarter. So everyone stop talking about Sauce Gardner. It's because he got torched by Joe Flacco last week. 6 minutes left in the final period. Here we go. 8-point game. Tua. Good protection. He had Smythe, instead goes right side back to Tyreek. We're getting a 5. Man, Durham Smythe was a walk-in touchdown. Week 17, Ron Rivera forgot he could go to the playoffs. Yeah, he forgot that they were eliminated. He didn't even know. Last season, people were saying he's the next Deion. Yeah, I don't know. He had one good year. 2nd and 5. Handoff. Achane gets a block to the end zone. Finally, Miami's in for the touchdown. Devon Achane with the opening TD for Miami in the fourth quarter. And we'll go for 2, looking to tie the game at 14. Decided to start Carson Wentz. Yeah, that was a mistake in itself. Biggest play of the game here, most definitely. Tua, end zone wide open is Durham Smythe, and we're tied at 14. Heinicke each way is better, yeah. I don't know why does it start. Where's he at right now, Atlanta? Is that right? Something like that. Yeah, Elijah Moore is actually perfectly fine, believe it or not. I think he's questionable this week, but I doubt he plays. Just because he, why risk re-aggravation of any kind of injury? Yeah, Tyreek's had quite the past. I wouldn't say he's the most perfect human being of all time, but who are we to judge? Fourth quarter, all tied at 14. Wouldn't want it any other way for the AFC title. Return taken from the end zone. It's Hardy up to the 25. Bills start their drive from there. Well, he did have some sort of domestic abuse problem. So unfortunately, quite the common occurrence with star athletes. What's the projection here, chat? Bills or Dolphins? Who is winning this game as we're all tied at 14? Allen from under center to open up this drive. Goes deep right side. Gabe Davis is there with the catch. I was going to say, yeah, he had his house burned down this week. That was pretty devastating. Not good at all. First and 10 from the 38. Allen deep down the middle. Gabe Davis again with a deep ball. That is caught into Miami territory. Allen is slinging these things like lasers right now. And I think Gabe Davis is well over the 100-yard mark now. Yes, 117 receiving yards. 2 touchdowns on 5 catches. What a day for him. What a day indeed. But the Bills want more. Definitely looking for a touchdown here. From the 42, Allen. Right side, slinging it again. It's caught. First down, and again, it's Gabe Davis. Colts or Texans in the playoffs? I want to see. I'm going to go with the Texans. I don't know. Just my projection. Bills 24, Fins 20. All right. Allen under center. And the I formation. Quick out of it he goes. Dawson Knox inside the 10, spinning inside the 5, down to the 3. The RPO from Allen goes a long way. Dawson Knox with a big gain. Dolphins sold out on the run. Shockingly, that was a pass. Welcome back, Brennan Marks. Fins here looking to make a stand at the 3, first and goal. Allen, handoff, Cook, left side, end zone. Buffalo leads yet again. Quick response from the Bills. This is the kind of game I expected. Back and forth with touchdowns. Steelers, Bills both lose. What's crazy to me is that Pittsburgh can miss the playoffs with a win, and they can make the playoffs with a loss. It all just kind of comes down to everybody else, which is absolutely hilarious, but throw back to the 2021 season when they had a 2% chance to make the playoffs. They end up beating the Ravens, and the Jaguars somehow, someway end up beating the Colts, which was absurd. Then, of course, the Raiders and Chargers were a missed field goal away from a tie, which would have eliminated Pittsburgh. And it got close. Truly, it really did. Berrios ready to return. Bass here on for the kickoff. And Berrios will take an 8. Currently the championship right now in fantasy. My opponent is starting Lamar. Yeah, I don't know why fantasy managers do Week 18 titles. Because obviously the best players in the NFL are probably not going to be playing this week. Diggs has been getting locked up by Ramsey all game. That's why Gabe getting the ball. Now, honestly, Diggs has been getting some catches here or there, but like I said, Gabe Davis is just a deep ball merchant. Throwback to his 4-touchdown game against the Chiefs in the playoffs. Everyone was saying the Browns season was over in Week 14 as well. It's just the way things turned out in December. Tua deep down the middle. Tyreek Hill's out there, and we're going back and forth with deep passes. Massive gain of 31 yards. Tyreek Hill finally turning on the burners here late in Miami. Think McLaurin will get 1,000 yards? I think he will. Most likely. Tyreek in his X Factor now. That's dangerous. Tua on 1st and 10. Looking, throwing. Tyreek's got it again. First down at the 28. 16 more. And it's just a competition between Gabe Davis and Tyreek Hill of who can score more. Or who can have more yards. How do you do in fantasy this year? Well, I got 2nd place in the MSG League, 3rd in another, and I think I'll end up getting 4th in my church league, and I ended up going 3-11 in my league that I hosted. 1st and 10, Tua. Down the middle, incomplete. Dangerous pass. Harmless, though, in the end. I also lost in the title game last week. I mean, listen, I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I had no service, so I couldn't adjust my lineup or even check my fantasy, so I was stressing, but I ended up losing in all my leagues this week anyway. 2nd and 10, Tua off the play action. Excellent protection, but he will throw it away. Good secondary play there from Buffalo. Kevin O'Connell needs to play. Every in-head trick sometimes. Brian Flores, most gone for head coach. Mike Zimmerman. Yeah, McLaurin should break 1,000 yards. I agree. Big play here, though. 3rd and 10. Tua. Good protection. Step it up. Throwing on the run towards the end zone. He overshoots Berrios. And it's 4th and 10. I feel like they got to go for it. You could hypothetically kick and get the ball back, especially if you're on the right side of the 2-minute warning. And this is a decision Mike McDaniel will have to make, but he's keeping the offense on the field. AFC East can come down to this. High snap taken. Tua. Deep, right side, intercepted. It's picked off. Rasul Douglas on the interception. And the Bills take over at the 17. Finally, one of the defenses makes a stand. And Tua turned the ball over. May have just sold the division for the Miami Dolphins. Bills still need at least 1 first down to end this game. Could be more. Allen with a handoff to Cook. Blockers in front. He is going to pick up 8. Timeout Miami. Isn't it funny the Steelers playing as silly and still managed to get over 500? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they do it every single year. Truth be told, it's magical. It really is. Who do you think will become the next Panthers head coach? Should be me. I really don't know, though. I'm not even sure who's out there that wants the job. Where do you guys think Harbaugh's going? Jim Harbaugh, that is. Hand off to Cook, up the middle. Got the first down and plenty more, and that should just about do it. It's good, Wrestling Federation. Has been a while. Good to see you back in here. It's illegal for the Steelers not to get a .500 record. True. Cosmos would have to stop aligning if they were to go below that mark. Harbaugh to the Chargers. I'm seeing that a lot, yeah. I think Pierce is going to stay with the Raiders this season, too. He's been a delight to have in Vegas. I think a lot of their fans and players are falling in love with him. Hand off to Cook here. Game not quite over yet as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout Miami once again. Harbaugh to Washington. Yeah, I think the Chargers is probably the most likely destination. He's used to that West Coast NFL play that is. What if Belichick went to Carolina? I don't think he'd want to. I feel like he wants a better place as well. He could end up going to L.A. We'll have to see. 2nd and 10, Allen. Handoff, Cook, right side. Good blocking. Brought down after a gain of 7. Dolphins out of timeouts. Looks like Miami can give the ball back with around 25 seconds left. At this rate, could be even less, likely going to be even less, but what a game for the Bills. That touchdown at the end of the second quarter is really looking like a determining one here. Handoff goes to Cook. He is short, 4th and inches. See if the Bills want to try to get them to jump offside or what they'll do here. Likely going to punt, though, with about a 20-second difference play clock and game clock. Thoughts on Bryce Young? Can't really think much for him yet. I mean, he hasn't developed into much of an NFL player due to his surroundings. I mean, what can you do with Adam Thielen as wide receiver 1? Gill's on for the punt. Fair catch called for by Berrios at the 11. Beautiful punt. And the Dolphins have 20 seconds to salvage a miracle. Packers DC. Oh, yeah, man. Joe Barry has been miserable. I know Packers fans are sick of him. Belichick was only good because of his players. I disagree. I think it was mutual. I mean, he had Mac Jones as a rookie go to the playoffs. So I don't know if it was the players around him. Still a genius head coach in my book. Dolphins got to go 89 yards in 20 seconds. Tua rolling right, step it up, throw it away. Last second. Down to our final 15. It's almost the game right there. Yeah, I think Jim Schwartz for the Browns, our defensive coordinator, might be in the same boat. I'd love for him to stay, though. Would be nice. Desperation time for the Fins here. Under 15 seconds, Tua. Good protection again. Is anybody open downfield? Step it up in the pocket, looking, throw it away again. And bearing some kind of Tyreek Hill masterclass here in the last 7 seconds. This game looks to be over. Yeah, T. Higgins will likely go to another football team this offseason. I agree. 41st play for the Dolphins. Likely to be the final one. Tua facing a 3-man rush this time. Stepping left. As this will be the final play of the game. Tua stepping up. Left side. He is brought down from behind. And the game is over as Rousseau gets his second sack. The Buffalo Bills were once 6-6, and they have climbed the ladder all the way back to the second seed in the AFC. They win it here in Miami, 21-14. Dolphins will be the 6th seed according to the Madden simulation. So there you have it. Bills 21, Fins 14. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And next time I see you, it'll be wild card streaming time. Hope you all enjoy.